Hi everyone, today I wanted to do a video that I wanted to do for a while, and it's my Pride and Prejudice Collection Part 2. A while, I believe back in February, I did my Pride and Prejudice Collection. I had about 9-10 books, and since then I've gotten another 10 Pride and Prejudice books, so I wanted to share those. So I actually put them into two categories, the fun versions and then the actual versions of the novel. So I'll actually start by showing you the actual versions of the novel, and my previous video I will link down below. So the first book is the Barnes & Noble soft cover of Pride and Prejudice, and it is so pretty I had to get it. So there's a hardcover version of this, but when I saw the soft cover, it was just so pretty, so soft, and that I had to get it. There's a little thing for the bookmark, and it's just a really nice version of Pride and Prejudice. So that's the first one. The second one is one that I saw, and as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to get it. It's the Pride and Prejudice manga. So with manga art. And the thing I like about this one, it's not just the cover that has the manga art, but like throughout the whole book. So there's some Elizabeth and Darcy. So yeah, there's that there, and then throughout the book, here's the part where Elizabeth is walking at Netherfield Park. Mr. Darcy looking back at her. I think this is where Mr. Collins proposes to her. So it was just so cute and so nice that I had to get it, and it's one of my favorites. It's really cute. So the Pride and Prejudice manga, and I believe it's from Seven Seas Publishing. So there's that one. The next one, it's so pretty. I didn't even know it existed until not too long ago, but it's the Pride and Prejudice Illustrated Edition. So it's hardcovered, it's really pretty, and it's illustrated throughout the book. So let's see. So the first one is the picture of the Bennet family. So at first I wasn't too keen on the artwork, but it just grew on me. So I think Miss Caroline Bingley. There's little ones like that. And then the house. See if I can find. So Mr. Wickham. In the middle of this, they have a. Let's see if I can find it. One of them going to Pemberley. So I really like this edition. It's so nice, so pretty. The letters are raised, so this is one of my favorites. So yeah, I really like it. The next one, friend got it for me. It's the annotated edition of Pride and Prejudice. There's not a lot of pictures, but there's just so much information in here. If you like Jane Austen, or if you, there's the first picture of Jane Austen, or if you like the history, you will definitely like this. Kind of gives a little history of the book of Pride and Prejudice. Let me put into the middle. So, as you can see here, the middle part right here is the actual book, but they'll give notes on the side. So if they say, oh, 10,000 pounds, then they'll talk about the equivalent of that nowadays. And then, or if they talk about a ball, they'll give pictures of the ballrooms. Or if they talk about a certain historical person, there'll be a little footnote of who that person was. So it just gives another insight into Pride and Prejudice. So I really, really like this one, and it's such a pretty cover. So I'm very glad I have this one. So those were the 4 editions of Pride and Prejudice of the actual novel. And here's some other fun ones. The first one I have is a guinea pig, Pride and Prejudice. So it's really cute. There's just tells you which guinea pigs play who. This is more like a display book, I believe. Mr. Wickham and Mr. Darcy meeting. I thought that was cute. This one was photographed and retold by Tess Gimmel and Alex Goodwin. So, there's that one. Another one I have is Classics Unfolded, Pride and Prejudice. You can find these on Amazon, and it's just the story, you take it out of the sleeve, and it kind of gives you the whole story in a little form. So I really liked it. It gives a little synopsis of it, and then it gives the characters. But I really like the paintings and the drawings. So here's some more. So this one was a very nice addition if you are collecting Jane Austen stuff or Pride and Prejudice stuff. The next one is Darcy Swipes Left. So this is Pride and Prejudice told through texts and emails and a dating app. So it's pretty funny. So it kind of goes of who's who. Here's like kind of a sample. So it was actually a really just a little cute, fun read. There's little parts of it where it's like, Mr. Collins asks Lizzy to marry him, Lizzy swipes left. Or Mr. Darcy asks Lizzy to marry him, Lizzy swipes left. And then Mr. Darcy asks Lizzy to marry him, Lizzy swipes right. So it's pretty cute. So kind of a little spoof off of today's dating apps. The next one I had for a while, but I forgot to put it in my last book haul, but it's Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. A lot of people have probably seen the movie that came out. I heard that I haven't read all of the book, but it's probably not a lot like it. The book takes Jane Austen's actual novel, and then they just inserted and took out a couple parts and then inserted a couple paragraphs of them fighting zombies and stuff like that. So this was a fun one. So Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. The last 2 ones are kind of kid books. So Lizzy Bennet's Diary by Marcia Williams. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies was Jane Austen and Seth Grahame-Smith. So Marcia Williams, so there's lots of illustrations like this, and it brings the novel into just easier language to talk about. And the thing I like about this one is that it's a bit interactive. So let's see if so they talk about the Meryton Ball, and there's a little pamphlet of saying, oh, come to the ball. Here's a little note for Elizabeth that Elizabeth gets, and so you can read that. So this one was just super cute, super nice, that I had to get it. The express from Jane and the letter. I just really like the story of Pride and Prejudice, so to see it in this little form, it's very nice. So Lizzy Bennet's diary. And the last one is another kid book, Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice, retold by Stephanie Clarkson. So it kind of goes a little bit more into that than just like a baby book, so maybe this is more toddler up. But there's the family. Then it says there was 2 gentlemen who came into the neighborhood. So it condenses the story a lot, but it's really, really cute. Mr. Collins trying to propose to Lizzy. That one. So, yeah, those were the other books in my Pride and Prejudice collection. As you can tell, I really, really like Pride and Prejudice. If there's any versions of the books that are not in this book haul or the other Pride and Prejudice one that I had, let me know, because I'm always interested in new versions that are nice. Anyway, that was my collection. Check out the first one I did. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.